Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe. Where we're recording now, Gabe. So
Okay. Fuck it, we're doing live!
be careful with what you say now. Up after this point.
Golly, dude. All I'm gonna say is it wasn't anything offensive. I just really want to be a ninja. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. No. I get it. I was like, even right now, I have AEW on the tube as we're talking, and man, it's hard to watch, man. I don't know.
It- I know, man. It feels a lot to do with your not understanding of the learning tree.
I don't get it. I don't think there's anything to get, but whatever.
I know. Hey, they did 81,000. I was gonna say views, 81,000 ticket sales, which wasn't really like the real number or something.
All I know is Mercedes Mone's hot. She looks like a stripper, and they paid a lot of money, so she's just very expensive stripper, and
Dude, that shit, she has me sweating, dog.
she's very attractive. I don't see her as a wrestler, but she's very attractive.
Dude, speaking of sweating, I know this is like stupid, but have you ever had like a nightmare or something and like you just woke up like profusely sweating? It happened to me the other night.
I'm sure I have, but I can't recall like what, when, or
Dude,
what.
so I don't know if it's true with other people, but this is my theory. Anyone could have a nightmare if before you go to bed you eat something spicy or you eat chocolate. It sounds stupid, bear with me. And
No. There's science to it. I hear
there's a
you.
science. So I got this board behind me.
Yeah. No, I see it.
No,
The
I had
dry erase
a.
board.
I think I ate like jalapenos like with my food, and I had a
Chocolate jalapenos.
chocolate covered jalapenos,
Yeah.
and I had a dream about the fucking doll from Dead Silence. Do you remember
I,
seeing that movie?
I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, it scares the shit out of me. I hate anything with dolls, and so I just woke up like drenched in sweat, like opened my eyes wide open like from a fucking dream.
Hmm.
It's like 4 in the morning. It's like pitch black. I'm terrified. And I'm just thinking, fuck, I really gotta pee. So I pissed the bed. then I went back to sleep.
That's what beds are for. If you're not gonna pee in them, where else are you gonna pee,
I know I spent a decent amount of money. It should suck on my piss pretty well.
dude? It like, beds are made to soak up fluid for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna make a joke like, I just peed right now.
No. We usually wait till after the podcast to be like, I gotta piss really bad.
Dude, it happens every time. Every
Every
time we
time.
stop, I'll be like, hey man, I gotta talk to you later. I gotta go take a fucking piss.
Yeah. Hey, man, not to be a dick, but we got to piss really bad. And we just like, see you later.
Yeah, I know, it's like we stopped 3 episodes because of it. Uh,
Yeah. We,
and-
we piss. And then you don't know, no one knows it because of fucking editing magic, but we piss around 6 or 8 times in the hour and a half to 2 hours, 2.5
I
hours.
know every time we do the clap, like right now, I gotta take a piss. Hold on, I'll be right
Yeah. And then,
back.
but we're following the Rock's vision too, and pissing in bottles now, and it's making things a lot more streamlined.
I know, and then you just throw it out in nature, right? Everything's like biodegradable now, so I
Not
mean,
my
it's okay.
piss, dude. I drink too much. I drink so much Celsius, the energy drink, that
Oh
my piss
no,
is, dude. My piss is like radioactive. Like, I'll go pee outside, and the ground
uh,
where I pee is just like dying.
it's just like a
Yeah,
whole like dead grass.
it's like Chernobyl. Like the grass. It's so bad.
I take caffeine pills. I know I told you before I take caffeine pills because like my sleep apnea is all bad.
When
But
you're
those,
addicted. Yeah.
yeah, you chop them up, snort them. It's easier for it to kick in. Anyway, it's man, dude, those things make me piss like a fucking horse.
Hell yeah.
It's those like I'll have like 2 bottles of water set up, like to keep me going. But when I start taking that caffeine pill, I took half of one. I'll be okay. But like at the end, it's like I'm just up against the wall, like living on a prayer, just like pissing on the wall instead of the toilet, because that's what guys do.
Yeah. No, that's what healthy men do. I
Oh
know.
yeah, just like
Yeah. Well, this is a wrestling podcast, so I guess we'll eventually get to wrestling. So,
Whoa! Let's
you
do it,
know,
man. Let's do it. What's first on the news, baby?
the
What a
first on the
transition.
news. Let's see here. This is from Dijak from WWE,
Oh
or is it
yeah.
Dijak? What? How do you pronounce that? Dijak or Dijak?
Dijak.
Okay, Dijak. Here's a note that is handwritten for the listeners, and I will read it. Here's the truth. WWE never negotiated with me. We attempted to negotiate and they stonewalled us. They never made me a single offer. Then they informed me that they would not renew my contract at the 11th hour. 2 months ago, I was in one of the best matches in NXT history and at a top match of WrestleMania weekend. On that day, a top executive in WWE told me I was, quote, crushing it. I was slated to feud for the NXT title, but I got called up to Raw instead. I consistently outperformed everyone's expectations, especially throughout 2023 and early 2024. I never complained about anything or was difficult to work with. I tirelessly pitched ideas to anyone who would listen as recently as the day before I was notified. I never once missed a booking, and I was injured one time in 7 years for 3 months. I'm thankful, disappointed, but also excited. This has lit a fire under me to relentlessly prove myself to the world. All I ever wanted was a fair shot, and now I have the opportunity to go out and take it. That's enough talk. Now it's time to do or die, Jack. My last day under a WWE contract is June 28th, 2024. For bookings and interviews, book dijak at gmail.com. Get ready to feast your fucking eyes. Donovan Dijak. And this was dated on June 27th, 2024.
And now it's June 30th, 2024.
So he is a free man, supposedly.
I'm not gonna lie, this one hurt me. It really did.
This one, I had no idea who Dijak was. And then I looked him up and I'm like, I kind of still don't know who he is, but he doesn't look bad.
Nah, man, this guy is a fucking beast. He's one of those big guys that can do anything. Kind of reminds me of a Keith Lee. I think I told you he had like a top match with Keith Lee, uh, like a few years ago when I showed you that PWG DVD that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I know that back when I was like really into like the Melter Star ratings and shit like that, that one was rated 5 stars. Him versus Keith Lee. Well, I
An
think his name was
even
like
an even 5 stars
an
actual.
even 5 star, so it was
Wow.
mid at best. No, not to discredit them at all. That's what actually persuaded me to buy that DVD, and I wanted to check it out, because I was like really getting more into like the indie scene. And man, dude, they tore that shit up. It's crazy. Just like two big guys doing fucking monkey flips, back flips, power bombs, super kicks, like name it all,
Like
dude. Like they were
Hurricane
doing that
Ranas
shit.
and shit.
Hurricane Ranas, yeah, just like it's in one of those. I don't know if you ever see a PWG video, but it used to be in a small like bingo hall with like up to like 800 people probably,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's like no room between the apron and like first row. So if a wrestler falls front row, everyone just gets up and moves out of the fucking way. Or like if they do a crazy move, like they go up to the ring and start like, yeah, like this is what I'm talking about, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh
Nah.
boy, oh
We
man.
got difficulties.
So hang in there, kitty. but
um, but
ever
but
since, oh, go ahead.
no, but I'm saying, do you think this is like a bad thing for him or a good thing? Where do you think he's gonna go, or what's up? Like,
I know as of recording this, he had popped up in some British indie company like just recently. I think it was called like Blitzkrieg or Blitz Wrestling. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
mm-hmm.
Man, it just sucks because this dude should have been it like in NXT, like in the black and gold era, and then he got called up with fucking Retribution. Do you remember Retribution?
Mm-hmm.
That shitty faction. He was part of that,
Mm.
and then he got. I don't know if he got released or like the group disbanded. I think the group just disbanded, and then he went back down to NXT, rebuilt himself up, and he was like one of the biggest talking points of NXT. Like I'll say that with my fucking chest out because he was legit one of my favorite wrestlers there at NXT, having like killer matches with Dragunov, with Wes Lee, and the match he's talking about. Uh, for that WrestleMania weekend. Like I think it was like the match of the night for. I think it was Stand and Deliver that they had. It was a triple threat match with Obafemi and Josh Briggs, I believe.
Mm.
Match of the night. It was so fucking good. One of the best matches of the weekend too. And it's like he got called up, and it's another one of those things where he just wasn't used and released, and he's just another one of those what if, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that breaks my heart. He could have been like a great, like a mid card champion, like on the main roster. He could have been NXT champion. Should have been NXT champion, but it just never happened.
Well, I mean, it's good that he's positive with like his note. You know, I mean, you could just be sour and this and that, and I mean, he is kind of like bitter with this long note that's saying, you know, he was doing all this shit, and then it all died down for him, but he's not going to let it hold him down, even though he mentioned everything that held him down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't really know much of this guy. I know you follow NXT a lot more than I do. Uh, I'll barely hear about it other than like Braun Breaker, or you know, when something like that goes down, like a Braun Breaker.
Yeah. And especially now with NXT, it's kind of going into that era now where it's like, oh, I think it's a lot of more homegrown stuff. I mean, despite like who was it? Ethan Page that just debuted not that long ago, and then Roxanne Perez, like, because she used to be part of Ring of Honor as Roxy. I think that was her name, like ROC-C Roxy.
Oh, okay, like
Yeah,
Bucky's,
yeah, Bucky's.
like
How dare you
Bucky's.
diminish Bucky's like that?
Hey, man, I've
I,
never actually been in a Bucky's.
man, dude, I am a
Yeah.
Bucky's connoisseur. Hold up. This Kirby Blanky right here.
Uh-huh.
Bam! It's a giant. You can't tell it's just red, but that's Bucky's hat right there.
Yeah. I'm pretty familiar with his hat and his fucking look. I just never been in an actual Bucky's. I've eaten like their honey glazed pecans from there. They're pretty good.
And then look, I got another throw blanket I haven't even opened up yet. It's a Halloween one,
Dang, I bet you get good money for that shit.
dude. The blanket stays on during sex.
We'll have to cut that. Everyone, we're gonna cut that.
Hang in there, Bucky. But seriously though, you should. Well, I know under the circumstances, you know, you can't
Mhm,
whatever. A
mhm.
lot of people fucking go to Bucky's. It does get really fucking packed, but they do got some good snacks. Their restrooms are very clean.
That's what I
Um,
hear about their restrooms.
dude, it's great because they got those. It's not like the regular stall restrooms. Like each restroom has like an opening in the wall with like a big fucking door. So it's not like anyone could like peek under or peek over. Or like some people, you got
Yeah,
nobody to reach under to like hold your hand or like ask for toilet paper. You got like
yeah.
bunch of fucking privacy. And every
Do
time you
the
leave the
weird,
stall, someone goes in there to like clean it up right away.
do the weird foot tapping ritual to get some favors out of you.
Dude, I know. And then Richard does that all the time. Like, I'm just like, stop that, dude. And like
I mean,
every time at HEB, I gotta hold his hand under the stall because it makes him feel comfortable.
no, I'm accepting of Richard and him being a sex fiend. I understand. We've all been there. I know when I was on certain medications, I couldn't stop myself either. So I get
Dude,
it.
Richard is a fucking sex fiend.
He's like Ric Flair. He's like his idol, Ric Flair.
I
He's
know, just Ric Flair, Brock Lesnar, you know, with the towel over it, fucking bare ass show and everything. I love you, Richard, man. You're gonna beat my ass probably when you hear this.
oh yeah, no, he's gonna Brock Lesnar you.
It's gonna be great.
He's gonna pee all over you.
It's just
Speaking of no, not peeing. No, I don't think that. Speaking
pee.
of underutilized talent, I wanted to put this here about I think this is who, Dakota Kai. Did you see this?
Oh yes,
I didn't see it, but this is Dakota Kai, right? Because it is Charlie, but I'm guessing that's her real name.
yes.
Okay, let's hear what she has to say about begging for an opportunity for a push on stream.
When on Monday we write, guys, I've never had like an opportunity as a singles competitor on a PLE, and I'm not talking about NXT. You know what I mean? CW sober. Thank you for the 3 months. I don't know. I'm getting like, you know that feeling where you're just like, give me an opportunity, please, anything.
Oh,
I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm so emotional about this. No, it's my allergies. I'm not that. I'm not actually crying. But seriously, come on now, freaking get behind me, bro.
first off, I would definitely get behind her if I could. Um,
Oh my god, dude, that I would build a house.
uh huh. No, no, that yeah, I understand. That's your manly instincts.
Yeah,
That's
no, that's
kicking
it.
in.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah. No, no, she's gorgeous. I love her
Nah, dude,
accent.
she's dude, yeah, she's from New Zealand.
Mm.
She's a Kiwi. Is that the term they use, or is that a racial slang?
I want it. That sounds bad, but
Is it?
I know
Oh man.
that's where The Hobbit was filmed.
Oh yes, and all. I think a lot of the Star Wars movies too, right?
It's just beautiful over there. That's where Peter Jackson's from, the guy who did The
Man,
Hobbit.
that's actually one of the places. If the world was ending, I would go to New Zealand. Like, I want that to be like the last place, like my final resting place in New Zealand, just from how beautiful it is. Either that or Iceland, because Iceland is the one that has all the green, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how long New Zealand has to exist before it becomes old Zealand, or
I
if they
know
make a
that.
new
What
one.
happens with where's the New Zealand going to be at?
I don't know. I don't.
Golly, I'm having a
I,
stroke right now.
I'm not into. I used to be into cartography and all the map geography stuff, but I feel bad for her not getting to push. I don't know. She's with what? Is she still with control? Damage
Damage
control?
control. She still is, and I love Dakota Kai. Besides her being beautiful and cute and everything in between, um, she's a great singles competitor. She puts on good matches. Like she was around for a long time because I remember she was part of NXT. She got released, and then when Triple H took over, she got signed back. And she's being utilized pretty well in Damage Control, but
Hmm.
I guess not mainly on the main roster because I know she was injured for a long time. Like I
Like
don't
an arm injury, right, or something?
I think it was her leg. I think
Oh,
it was her
okay.
leg. Something with her shins or her Achilles. I might be wrong, but I know it's something with her leg.
Her Kiwis.
Hold
I was looking dumb. Edit that out. Add on.
on. A Kiwis
Yeah.
reminder. Okay.
Oh, to buy kiwis.
Yeah, buy kiwis. Buy
Yeah,
kiwis.
kiwis are good. No, kiwis are good. They're good
No,
fruit.
yeah,
They're a
they're
good
fucking
tropical fruit.
delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, so is the fruit. Yeah, the fruit too. My bad. Oh,
Oh,
man, but I would love to see her get like that singles run push that Io Sky is getting. It's just a shame. Well, we'll talk about it eventually. I'm pretty sure because she was also part of one of the qualifying matches for the women's Money in the Bank,
mm.
and I'm pretty sure we'll talk about that. Spoilers, future in the future.
I think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got that somewhere here, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to be the kind of guy that says don't be ungrateful for at least being with the company, but
Uh huh.
I mean, you're with a faction that's getting time in the PLEs. You know, she's showing up at PLEs as part of Damage Control, and she has
Mm-hmm.
these storylines. So I don't know. I feel bad for her, but at the same time, she's still like you could be buried in NXT or like Dijak where you're not getting anything. You know?
I think I can understand from her point of view too, especially with the position they're at now, since like Asuka's out with a leg injury, so she's gonna be out for a few months, and now it's just only them three: Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. And I would feel that would be more of an opportunity for her to shine, you know, for her to
Yeah.
get beat. I know she was given the opportunity in the triple threat, but just show her off more in like the singles competitor. Let her win some, like I feel like she's been like more on a losing streak, even if
Hmm.
she's been being put in like single matches and everything. I just want the best for her. That's all I want, man. She's so pretty.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll once they do some more PLEs like across the pond, they'll put her in some matches because she's more of a hometown favorite over there. But I get it, but it's that's the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know how to say that. At least she's not with the other At least she's not with the other company. We can talk about the women.
My god, I know, man. I'm excited.
We have next year on the news a documentary called The Road to WrestleMania XL WrestleMania XL Behind the Curtain premieres July 3rd on WWE's YouTube channel, and I guess we can like watch that when it does come out. But here's the trailer for it. Let's check a look. Oops. Well, anyway, that's that had a few more seconds on it, but I think that pretty much sums it up.
Real quick, do you know the reason why I sent this to you? Besides it coming out soon?
No, tell me why.
It's because they announced this YouTube video that it was going to come out, I think, like a week after WrestleMania aired. And they say they did promotion for it. Like they're like, oh, it's coming out next Wednesday or something like that. Like they announced it the Raw after Mania, like within like 2 weeks after Mania finished. Like it was supposed to air, and then nothing was said about it. Like ever since then, like no one ever brought it up, except for the fans. Like the fans, they're not dumb or anything. Like the fans brought it up, but nobody ever acknowledged it. And then a few months pass, and then they're like, "Oh, like the WWE documentary coming out soon." And they're like fuck with like WrestleMania was back in April, and then it was like probably like early June, and then now finally, no pun intended, because it was The Rock. Finally, they're gonna air it like next week, which is fine. Finally, they're gonna show it, dude. I really been wanting to see it to see what all the hubbub was about.
That's funny. I don't even remember this like at all.
Exactly, because it was just under the rug, just swept under the rug a little bit.
That's weird though that they choose to put it on the YouTube channel and not like Peacock or anything like that.
Yeah. I wonder how long it's gonna be. Maybe like if it's long enough, we can watch it and then talk about it for the next episode. Hint, hint.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think it's gonna be that long if it's on the YouTube channel. Not even like 45 minutes or maybe even 20 it's like or 30 minutes.
Yeah, if it's like 45 minutes, I'm cool with that. I mean, no matter what, if it's interesting, like I'm definitely gonna watch it because I know like the whole build up to that WrestleMania is still crazy.
No, I'll watch a 3-hour video on fucking not using the A button in Super Mario. Like I'll watch this video. It's like an hour and a half, or an hour.
So I'll watch a summoning salt video about breaking the world record for Mario Kart 64 on each map. Fuck yeah.
Dude, I will gladly put everything down that I am doing that day to watch a summoning salt video that just popped up.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah, dude! I love summoning salt.
No,
if it's 5 hours, if it's a 5-hour video, I will watch a 5-hour summoning salt video than a 5-hour AEW pay per view.
That's actually not true because AEW pay per views are way longer than that. Way longer,
honestly.
But yeah, that sounds interesting. We'll definitely watch that. Moving on to. I don't know where this is going with AEW because we were talking about AEW a little bit, I guess. Tony Kahn thinks that AEW has the best women's wrestling in the world right now. I think right now across the board, everyone thinks this is by far the best wrestling in the history of AEW in the women's division. And I think we have the best women's wrestling in the world right now. What do you think of Tony Khan's comments on women's wrestling?
He said WWE pretty weird. That was weird.
I feel like there are other promotions that not even WWE that do handle women's wrestling like a lot better than AEW.
Mm-hmm. Dude, like when everyone was talking about WWE versus AEW, like their women's division, you know who was actually killer with their women's division? Fucking Impact. When they were
Mm,
still Impact Wrestling, now they're back to TNA. Their women's division was like really fucking good, and that was the time Naomi was still part of it as Trinity,
hmm
and I think they also had like the Iconics or inspiration when it was Peyton Royce and Billy Kay when they were still a tag team. Man, I miss them. And then they had Jordan Grace. You know, she was still there. They had oh my god, what's her name? She's like another, not like Abaddon. Uh, but I think she has one name like that. I don't remember. But they were always killing. Like that was one of the highlights of the show. Like every time they would show it. What do you think about Tony Khan's statement about their women's division?
he's always gonna say political stuff like this, where his is the best, where the best people are, where the best everything is. We're great. We're doing great. Great numbers. Blah blah blah. Well, I don't. He's not gonna say, "Well, we're doing fine." Like because it
Yeah.
sounds just as bad as him like saying this and at least being like blinded by the fact that it's his company and not like facts or anything. But this is a Tony Khan type answer. I don't blame him because that's just how he is. But yeah, I don't think the best women wrestle there right now. They do have very good women. They don't utilize them. But they don't. I don't know if they wrestle there. They're just kind of
Yeah.
like there. Some of the best women are there, but they don't really
hmm
wrestle.
No, I agree with you 100%. It's This statement would be very much different if he would give more time to the women's division instead of only having like what is it, one woman match, uh like squash match, or one segment like for the
Mhm.
women's division. I mean, don't get me wrong, like ever since Mercedes Mone showed up, like they've been getting a little bit more highlights, whatever. But I feel like lately it's just been nothing but Mercedes Mone. As far as like, you got Saraya, you got Tony Storm, you got what's their name? Maria K,
Maria
or
May.
Maria May. There you go.
You have all the Asian talent like Riho, Hikaru Shida. You have Thunder Rosa, Diana Perrazzo.
Yeah,
What's her name? That
uh,
other all this
Willow,
Hispanic talent. Willow Nightingale,
Chris
Nyla Rose.
Statlander.
If you want to fucking go that route,
Uh huh.
Chris Statlander. Statlander is fucking great.
Yeah, and it's
Uh,
like I feel like we're really struggling to like name the other women in the AEW women's
Lady
division.
Frost. Lady Frost is there. I just saw her get
Oh my
squat.
god, I
I saw
forgot
her
about
get
Lady Frost.
squashed out. She keeps getting squashed.
Oh man.
She's just enhancement, and I'm like, man, that sucks, dude. I like Lady Frost.
Yeah, me too, dude. And it's like I want them to get more utilized. Even if like how you say Lady Frost is getting squashed, like use it to where people could get behind her, and when she wins her one big match, like people are like, "Oh fuck yeah," they'll be all about that.
Well,
And,
and then they do where like it's an actual competitive match, but it's
mhm,
also a squash match. Like, so it's like, dude, just do it a squash match. Like, why does it need to be oh, they're neck and neck, but Lady Frost keeps losing. Lady Frost keeps losing. Lady Frost,
mhm.
like,
Yeah,
and then
I totally
I'm sorry, I
understand
keep
that.
interrupting you.
No,
And
you're good.
just watching this one, I hadn't seen an AEW whatever in forever. Orange Cassidy was the first person to come out in the first
Oh my
match.
god,
Like,
man, and it's so funny. Like we're eventually gonna talk about the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, like the matches coming up and everything. And then I just saw Orange Cassidy on there, and I'm just like, a fucking again, dude. I don't know if it's his fault. I don't know. Maybe it's just like, hey, Orange, you want to be part of the pay per view? He just goes, like, he
that's
doesn't say a
time
word.
that's time that could be dedicated to anything else. Like, why do we need to open up with that every single
Mhm.
fucking time?
And it's like, I feel like throughout the whole pay per view, you know what? No, never mind. Well, that's the pre show. We'll talk about it soon. But if I remember correctly, there's 3 women's matches on the whole pay-per-view, but it's a fucking 13 match card.
I think it's 14 matches.
Oh man, they added more.
I don't know.
Fuck.
We'll have to look at it. I know we're gonna
Yeah,
look at it and we'll see.
yeah. Before we do, if you just dedicated more segment time to your women's division, then this would probably be a different story. But man, lately WWE has been killing it with like the what was
Liv
it, the Queen
Morgan.
of the Liv Morgan and all the stuff she's doing, her being hot and sexy, eating a hot chip, like I'm all about it. But not only that, it's you have the women's qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank ladder match. You had the Queen of the Ring tournament. What else do you have? You have everything with like Damage Control that's going on. What's happening on SmackDown? Who's the women's champion on Smack? Bailey. Like she just recently fought Piper Niven, and like hopefully she's getting proper airtime. But I feel like I can recall more of that than anything that's happening with AEW because it's a lot of male performers being shown off, which is nothing wrong with that. But man, I want some variety. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we're both straight men. We
Mm-hmm.
prefer women, so yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly. I love when they eat hot chip, man. It's I'm all about it.
I like when they eat chocolate covered jalapenos. No.
Ah, Akira.
moving moving on to another Tony Khan quote. Tony Khan labels Shaquille O'Neal as the greatest celebrity wrestler in wrestling history.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, you sent me this, and I was like, I don't know about that. When you've had Dennis Rodman, and a lot RoboCop, and I don't know, you've had a lot of other
Oh man, that's
celebrity wrestlers.
fucking the Alex Murphy. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, he
I just
also
watched the remake of RoboCop. It wasn't that good.
I only liked it because they had that song "Focus" by Hocus Pocus. Or I
Is
think
that a
it's called.
band?
Yeah, they're the ones that do that song. I don't know if you were paying attention to the movie, but when they're showing off RoboCop and he's like in the test area, and then
I think so. Yeah.
man, I can sing that whole fucking song if you want me to. But it's just that guy yodeling. That shit's fucking sick. And he's an AEW performer. Damn it.
No, I don't know about this. I don't there I can't think of any off the top of my head other than Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone. But
He was part of it.
Karl Malone was part of the feud between Dennis Rodman. It was Dennis Rodman and Hulk Hogan versus Karl Malone and DDP.
God, dude, that sounds like a fucking fever dream.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird to have Karl, but it was because Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman, they were on like the feuding teams of the championship.
Oh, you're right. I remember I was watching The Last Dance, the documentary about the Chicago Bulls, and then they're like, "Where's Dennis Rodman?" And he's fucking out there with Hulk Hogan, like just doing the two sweets everybody.
Drinking, smoking cigars, and making all this money, and he would just come back. He'd miss practice, come back, and then just fucking get back in the game like nothing.
Man, what a fucking beast, man. But Bad Bunny,
Post Malone,
Post Malone, Logan Paul,
Jelly Roll,
Jelly Roll,
Pee Wee Herman was part of it at some point. The
oh yeah,
Muppets.
Bob Barker, and don't forget the greatest celebrity wrestler in the past decade, maybe of all time, Johnny Knoxville.
I was about to mention that. That was a very good match.
That was a
As
fucking awesome match.
as dumb as it was, when you think about it, when I look back, I appreciate it more. I'm like, that was actually a pretty fun match.
I always fucking pop when I see Wee Man lift up Sami Zayn and like the whole crowd just and then boom, body slam him. Man, me and Giselle, we watched that match together, and like both of us were just like so giddy on like when that happened. It was so much fun.
Well, and then that guy, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, he's a pretty cool wrestler when he shows
Yeah,
up.
he's pretty all right. I mean, he seems kind of like an asshole, but I mean, just kind of like beating everybody's ass. I mean, if you're the most popular celebrity in the world, I guess he could do whatever, right?
If The Rock sit at a booth, should he sit at the bar?
Should I stand at a cocktail rise table?
Should I
Should
sit in the? Should I be in the arcade by the skee ball?
Should I hit my elbow against the? I was gonna say karaoke machine. It's not a karaoke machine.
Should I stand at a urinal? No, I
So,
don't know.
should I go sit on the toilet? Should I go stand in the corner with my dunce hat?
Should I be at the jukebox all night? I don't
Jukebox.
know.
There you go. It was a
There you
jukebox.
go.
Dang
Hey.
it. Jukebox.
No, this is a silly thing. I don't know about Tony Kahn. His comments. He's always saying that things are the greatest, but yeah, that's just him.
You know, I think it's kind of weird. I was thinking about this yesterday that since Vince McMahon ain't around, Tony Khan's been turning to like the evil $1 million corporate man that he was going after. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get it. Now that there's no, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good example, like a movie character that he's turning into, but I can't think of
Well,
anything.
you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you ever grew up watching Rocko's Modern Life.
Parts of it, yes, but it all seems like a fever dream.
So there's an episode where, because Rocco works in a comic book store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has a boss that's very like, oh, Rocco, you need to work. Time is money, blah blah blah, right? Real evil boss. And there's a episode where the boss needs to take some time off, so he lets Rocco be the boss, and he hires his best friend Filbert the turtle to work there. And Rocco's like, no, I'm never gonna become like that boss. We're gonna be cool. But he slowly morphs into the boss that he didn't want to become, and he starts bossing his friend around like the boss would boss him around. So I always go back. I always go back to that one episode when I think of shit like this.
It's like, wow, that resonates with me, man.
Yeah,
Thanks, Lorenzo.
yeah. If anyone in the comments knows that episode of Rocko's Modern Life that I just described,
Yeah, just
it's a real
drop
episode.
Drop a thumbs up, man. Like it supports the channel.
Yeah, you'll know that episode of Rocko's Modern Life. Next year we have a collaboration between Manchester City and WWE have announced an exclusive merchandise collaboration. The new collection will include 6 t-shirts for Manchester City and WWE, such as a CM Punk Best Team in the Land and All the World shirt, and other tees with Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, and Stone Cold Steve Austin design inspiration. Do you know anything about this football that they speak of, or any of it?
No.
All right, moving on. I guess this is cool. I mean, I'm not much of a soccer fan or football Americano, whatever they call it.
I think football americano.
Football Americano.
I think it's crazy that they're just doing shit like this now. Do you think Vince McMahon was a problem? Like he didn't want to. It's
Branch
called
out?
World Wrestling Entertainment, but he kept it strictly in the U.S.
He probably, like Nintendo, how they're real strict with their IP, or Disney. Like now they're kind of branching out with like, all right, let's let the Minion guys make a movie. Like I guess this is more like it. Like obviously Triple H is a lot cooler with paranormal paradigms. No,
The paradigm shifts.
He's more about opening forbidden doors. So
his portals are extremely prohibited.
Yeah, he's good with paranormal paradigms and prohibited portals. But this is cool. I mean, WWE on everything, even that Brody Lee Reebok shoe sounds cool. Even though, like,
oh man, the shit looks sick. I don't know. It looks so simple, but yet so nice. Let
me see.
Brody Lee Reebok. It was a Reebok, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because they don't do Nike, they do Reebok. Because I know. What'd you say the? Oh, that's real nice. That's real nice.
Hell yeah, I love that shit,
dude. What is that? That's like an eye on there or something.
I'm trying to see. Oh, that's sick for the Dark Order.
I could zoom in here a little bit. It lets me.
Man, but it looks fucking nice. I think I sent this to you recently, right?
Yeah, you had sent me that they collaborate. I didn't know what the shoe looked like. That's pretty cool though. That little
Nah,
like
yeah,
purple
it
eye.
looks sick. It's
Yeah.
weird that they're just doing something like that now.
It probably, I don't know. Sneakers are like a big deal now. I even like Trump was doing those golden sneakers, and everyone's all.
He
I know
was, yeah.
when I was working at Home Depot, I knew a guy there who was all about sneakers. Like
Hmm.
when Lil Nas X did those collection of shoes where he was going to do 666 of them, and they were going to have like a bit of his blood in each one. When he was really into the
Man,
devil.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
wish I still forgot about that.
Yeah, anyone in the comments who remembers things that I choose to remember, you
Yeah,
can.
but it's crazy. Like the shoe scene is like so fucking big. I know, like for example, I'm watching a lot of One Piece, the anime, and
Uh-huh.
I've been getting a lot of posts about One Piece, and like the company, I think it's like Toy Animation, they got a collaboration with Puma, I think,
Mm.
and they have different color designs for other different characters from One Piece. I'm like, man, that's so fucking crazy, and like those shoes sell out fast, man. Like if there's specific collaborations, I'm not even gonna lie either. Like those Young Buck shoes that they had, that they were promoting, like the last pay per view,
Hmm.
those look real nice too.
They did look pretty cool. They did. They looked a lot better than I thought they would when we looked at them.
Hmm. But I feel
Uh,
like it's one of those hobbies like you really need to have a lot of room for.
or you have to have a lot of feet because most people, most people, well, most people only have 2 feet.
I
So
was
like,
trying to. I was just like, yeah, it's weird. It's like, what am I gonna do? Am I an octopus? No, man. That's only 4 pairs of shoes, man. Like, that's ridiculous.
no,
And
that's
their
what I'm
shoes were
saying.
Jordans. Golly,
Yeah, they're
that
pretty.
sold out.
They're pretty.
I
Um,
just hope they're not really pump ups. I think that's the only thing that downgrades them.
what was my joke? Oh, I was gonna make a joke about how I would hate to be a girl and try to buy a one piece bathing suit that's 2 pieces. Yes, I'd like a one piece, 2 piece.
That's nice. That's pretty good.
I'll edit that out. I think the lag
Nah,
kind of
don't
slowed
do
down
that.
the
Nah,
joke.
that was pretty good, man. I like that. Nah,
Nah,
keep that
nah.
shit in.
No,
Keep
I
that
don't edit
in.
things out. I'm just
Oh, okay, I like that.
I don't
Fuck
have the
yeah.
time or the budget to edit.
This shit's fucking great. I had to
Yeah,
think about it. One piece, two
yeah.
piece.
A one piece, 2 piece.
Oh,
Yeah, great.
that's real funny.
That's great. I make jokes. My jokes are great.
That's great. We're doing great. We're doing fine. We're
Great.
doing
We're
great.
doing
One
great.
piece is great.
Speaking of great, we'll move on to Tony Kahn. Or no, talking about the women's division. Here's Mercedes Mone saying that there's less restrictions in her contract. Definitely a big reason why she came to AEW. Even doing the Mandalorian was pulling teeth with the WWE to even try and get time off to film that show. Tony Khan says, "Whatever I need, if I need the private jet to go from filming in LA to coming for a show, it's available for me." God damn. Okay, what do you think about
Fuck.
that?
When I read this and I sent it to you, I think she still has that mindset like everything's still being run by Vince McMahon. Because I feel like especially now, a lot of wrestlers have a lot more leeway to do whatever they want. I feel like because I know like a lot of wrestlers like they're able to do streaming when Vince was there. Like no one could do fucking Twitch or anything. I don't know if you remember those
Yeah,
times.
I remember that because was it AJ Styles that like completely shut down his?
Yeah, I think he threatened to leave, like because he said that one of the main things he wants to do is stream. He still wants to keep his Twitch channel,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember at the time too, I was so upset because I was an avid watcher of Up Down Down, Xavier Woods' YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and they just stopped uploading. Like the only time you would see Xavier Wood in videos is if it was on other people's channels. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only way he was able to do it. And it was like this whole thing too where he had to find a way around it because he couldn't say what was it? He couldn't use Xavier Woods. He had to go by his real name if he was to stream on something else. Another example, real quick, it was Adam Cole that they were trying to get a percentage of
Mhm.
like his royalties because he's a WWE performer or whatnot. But he was saying, I don't use the Adam Cole name when I stream. I use Chugs. Like Chugs is his Twitch channel name, and
Uh,
like everything's Chugs. So he like refused to do it, and that was like a big thing, like a part of his contract where he wanted to keep his Twitch channel, or else he would leave. And that was like one of the deciding factors of him going over to AEW.
that's crazy that's a deciding factor because I remember that was a big deal for everyone, and they were like restructuring contracts to be able to let WWE people use it, but they would contribute to like their money or whatever whenever they would make
Yeah,
money on their Twitch or their whatever.
and I think too that also goes towards I'm sorry, I had something in my fucking throat. That felt, oh, it's a piece of lettuce. That's nasty.
Ah,
Um,
nice.
it also goes to like the cameos. You ever done cameos? I mean, you ever seen cameos?
I've seen them. I've never gotten one, but I've seen
Uh,
them.
there was a time where that stopped for a little bit because that fell under the whole like making money outside of company terms.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, dude, like they're just making money like their own, man. Like, why does it have to be such like a monopoly? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's just WWE being more no, we want more money. We didn't know you could make money like that. We want part of that money.
I know, and I think ever since Vince left, it's been so much like lenient
Hmm.
compared to wrestlers making their own money. Because I know they're doing cameo stuff. I mean, we just saw with Dakota Kai; she's Twitch streaming too. Like, it's just so much more lenient. I feel like Mercedes Mone has that mindset, like, oh, maybe Vince is still running shit. Because I know when she left, that was around the time Vince was still in charge.
Hmm.
And then it being a deciding factor for her to go to like New Japan, also there she got injured, and then eventually go to where she is at with AEW.
Well, it was her and Trinity that walked out because they were
Yeah,
champions. They were tag champions.
yeah. There was some like booking decision. They're like, dude, this is exactly what we didn't want, and they're like, oh well, that's what you're gonna have to do. They're like, okay, and like I remember you could tell like Michael Cole just didn't want to say it, but
Oh yeah, that they
when
walked out,
yeah, like they betrayed the
abandoned.
abandoned the WWE universe, and
Yeah,
Pat McAfee's just there like what the
yeah,
fuck are you talking about?
yeah. That was fucked up. You could tell Vince was in his ear or something.
Dude, you could tell like Vince was just like behind everything,
Hmm.
literally. And it's just like a whole it's just like a whole different ball game that Triple H has been in charge. It's been good. It's been good for them.
Come on out, you rapist!
Wow.
Wow.
Here's some other news here where Mercedes Mone. Mercedes Mone tells TMZ she has creative control in AEW. I got this. I think with every single week you got to watch. Yes, I have creative control, but I work with Tony Kahn very closely, so it's a great combo. What do you think of that?
Mm, does she be like creative control, like helping others, or creative control as far as like Hulk Hogan creative control?
Yeah, because you never want to give. That's the one thing all wrestlers and bookers will say. Never let the wrestlers have control of the booking, or they'll just book themselves. Look at Hulk Hogan or any other fucking booker.
Dude, the more I look at this, it's like she looks evil, like an evil villain.
I know. I saw. What did I see when I was watching it? I wasn't really paying attention. She got hit by someone from behind, and I don't know who fucking came, but she looked like she was trying to moan into the camera, and I was like, "Yeah, you do that weird moaning. I need to save that here.
You're like, yeah, yeah, do that, you idiot,
I can't
you
hear it,
stupid
but
idiot.
But it's weird if she does have creative control and she's just booking herself with the TBS. She's just trying to be like a Jade Cargill, pretty much, or what they were trying to do with Jade Cargill, I guess, you know?
I guess so too. It's just I just hope it's like, man, I just hope it's properly structured where I know they were trying to build Jade Cargill up to be like this, like a bad bitch, and she was, she
Oh,
had like
yeah.
a really good undefeated streak going on.
She still is.
Yeah, oh no,
A pretty bad
absolutely,
bitch. Yeah.
absolutely, and like she lost to Chris Statlander, like dropped the title, and then I feel like that should have elevated Chris Statlander higher than the position where she's at now.
hmm
Instead of like, oh well, that's it. Let's go on to the next program. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think they wanted to, and that was just a choice of when they got Mercedes Mone or signed her. They wanted to do that Willow angle, and then maybe they want diversity. I don't know. Like it's a weird mixture of we want women, we want them to be diverse, either of color or I don't know. I don't know what his thoughts are. Like, because
Um, I
I really
I
don't.
can't recall, but was the match versus Willow? The match versus Willow, was that her first match in AEW?
I think so. Yeah.
She's already fucking champion.
Well, they were building it up because of Willow hurting her, not on purpose or whatever when they were in New Japan or whatever, and she beat her in New Japan.
Yeah, I guess, but man, for that to be like, oh, that gives me a right to challenge you for your championship. Okay.
Yep.
And then they have the match, which was a really great match. Don't get me wrong. But man, I hope it's not a Hulk Hogan creative decision because I feel like it's leaning toward that since she's saying, "Oh yeah, me and Tony have a great relationship. He lets me use his private jet whenever I need to go fucking record for Disney and make another Star Wars episode." I I hope it. I really hope it's not that.
I hope he's at least getting some sort of sexual gratification from this, because if he's not, I feel bad for him. But I don't know. Maybe he just likes being friends with these wrestlers. Like that's kind of how he is with the Bucks and with all his other Orange Cassidy. They're just best friends. So
At least like something with her feet. At least.
at the minimum,
I'm
at least.
serious.
Yeah, no, for real. Let me smell your shoes after you're done with them. Like, definitely.
It's like, hey, Mercedes, do they smell like Frito still? Don't ask me how I know.
that sounds delicious. Yeah, that does sound
that sounds too real, right?
delicious. Speaking of forbidden fetishes, we go to Forbidden Door. Here's the card for Forbidden Door. Here's 12 matches so far. And then I don't know, but I have like another thing here that says the 14th and final match. So I have no idea if there is another match, but let's see if we could zoom in here. Magnify. So I don't even know which route. We'll start from
I
the bottom.
Yeah, from that way. That should be the best. And if you want me to, when we start reading the main card, I think I have the final match.
Yeah,
That
that I'm talking about, that 14th.
Yes.
I don't know what the 13th is though, because
Oh,
if
you
there's
know what?
12 here,
You're right. It does say 14th. What the fuck? What is the
yeah,
13th match?
I have no idea. So we can start with this. Here's Saraya versus Mariah May for the Owen Hart uh Cup, and that's a 0 hour, so that's cool. I'll probably watch that.
It's free. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Saraya stays safe, and they're both pretty hot.
Oh, dude, I know. I hope she's safe. I really do. That's my big concern every time. It's like I just hope she's fucking safe.
Dude, but that's crazy that she was like the biggest star they brought in, Saraya, and she's doing the pre-show match. You know what I mean?
I know, and I feel like that's just a running thing, man. Like I don't know. I don't know.
It's sad. It's sad. I don't know. I feel bad, but like I said, hope she stays safe. Moving on to another 0 hour match. Oh, another women's match. That's the 0 hour. They really are the best place for women
I
to
guess so.
wrestle.
Yeah, best of women wrestlers is like we're giving this to y'all for free. Like I
Yeah,
guess
free. Y'all are free. Everyone gets to watch you.
right. You get a free match. You get a free
Yeah,
match.
YouTube's the biggest platform.
Oh man, I feel like he does say that shit.
Yeah. Forbidden Door, Willow Nightingale, and Tam Nakano. I am Nakano. I don't know what that name is. Chris Statlander and Momo Watanabe.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
sure.
I enjoy a little Asian in my match.
Yeah, I like when they beat the shit out of each other. Like I don't know, it's like they always don't hesitate to beat the fuck out of each other. I think it's kind of cool.
We'll see. I'll watch that too. Another 0 hour match. So this is a trios match. Mystico Lucho Bros versus Yoda Tsuji, Titan, and Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah, Hiromu Takahashi's pretty fucking sick.
Okay, that's cool. That's for free. Here's a Forbidden Door match. I don't think this is for any sort of title. MJF versus Hichisiro. Hichisiro?
Hechisetto?
Hichisiro? Okay.
Sure. I
Cool.
don't know who it is. I'm gonna explain my gripe about this whole Forbidden Door shit at the end, but we'll continue through the card.
All right, let's see here. A trios match. The Elite versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and the Acclaimed.
That one looks like it's gonna be good.
I wonder what caused that build up, but okay.
I think because Okada fucking pressed the stop button on his rap, right? That was a
Okay.
big deal.
Okay, you're right.
So
That was
bitch.
that was great.
Oh,
All right.
man.
I'll go let that pass. The fuck is this? Oh,
So this one, it doesn't say anything. I had to look it up. It's for the TNT Championship, the one that Copeland vacated.
and it's Dante
It's a ladder
Martin.
match.
Dante Martin, Mark Briscoe, right? That's Mark Briscoe. I
Yes.
don't want to say that it's the one that passed. Konosuke Takeshita, Jack Perry, Leo Rush, and your creative character.
Yeah, it's vacant.
Well, you've been playing the game, right? You got it for free on PlayStation, so your creative
Let me
character.
tell you, dude. I deleted that shit 20 minutes later. One of the worst games I've ever played.
How the fuck are we gonna get the guy in this match then? If your creative character,
Oh, it's gonna be a
pizza.
Pizza Tony. It's gonna be Pizza Tony from AEW Fight Forever. Fuck yeah, Pizza Tony. Pizza Tony.
So that's a ladder match for the title.
Yes, that one should be good. I'm excited for that one.
Forbidden Door, of course, the Orange Cassidy match versus Jack Sabre Jr.
I want Zack Sabre Jr. to. No, never mind. I don't want to wish harm on another person. I just hope they have a great match. That's all I hope for.
That's good enough. AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Miki Shirakawa versus Tony Storm.
Mina. I think that's an N.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mina.
Nah,
no,
I've been following her on Twitter, dude. She's fucking hot.
Yeah, she's been playing to that strength, right? How,
dude,
like, her
man,
beauty is.
it's like I will. Hey, she made a fan out of me, bro.
Yeah, I like feet.
Guilty.
This is who attacked her. That's the one. I saw Lady Frost lose against this one. The Stephanie Vatker versus Mercedes Mone, title for title.
What championship does she have?
I think she has the Mexican, the CMLL, is it?
Really?
I don't know, but then she has the New Japan logos here.
I remember I saw a video of them too, like beating the shit out of each other, like pretty stiff. Like I don't know if they really do hate each other or what, but
it looks like it says MPJW Women's World Champion, but I don't know, honestly.
oh, okay. Well, I think Mercedes is gonna win this.
That sucks because I mean, you got to bring another Mexican down. Come on.
I know, man. Come on, give me a break. I guess you got creative control. I guess.
Here's the Owen Hart men's tournament quarterfinal. Shingo Takagi versus Bryan Danielson.
Hell yeah, dude! That one should be a fucking killer match. I know this dude, that Shingo. I every time I see him, he looks like very. I mean, he's in great shape, but he's always looks top heavy. Like just
Yeah.
like he has a fucking build, dude. I don't know what it is about him, but he's a beast.
Here on the 11th hour of Forbidden Door, we have John Moxley versus Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
I want Naito to win, but I think since it's AEW, Moxley's gonna win it. I still forget he's the fucking New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Huh.
I mean, but I love Naito. He kind of reminds me of like the Stone Cold of New
Really?
Japan Pro Wrestling, where he like doesn't give a fuck. Yeah,
That's cool.
you should look up highlight videos of him. He's actually super fucking good.
And I guess, well, this isn't lastly, this is probably the main event, but not lastly. AEW World Championship, Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland.
I'm excited for this one. I think this is
Yeah.
gonna be my match of the night.
It better be if everybody's gonna be fucking hyped up after fucking 12 hours of matches.
I don't know what the 13th match is, but
don't
I
either.
have here the 14th match. It is going to be Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata versus the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Jeff Cobb in a trios match. Because for some reason you need to have Chris Jericho on there.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess, but I like Shibata. I just want him to beat the fucking shit out of Chris Jericho. I think that'd be kind of funny. But then again,
Shibata's the one who does the voice, right? The text to voice.
yeah, the text to voice.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
funny.
it's funny. It's working for him, I guess.
That's funny.
And I just love Big Bill, man. I want Big Bill to win, man. You bring about a big heart for Big Bill.
Big Bill's cool. I will agree to that. I don't know what the 13th match is. It must not matter if they waited. I assume it has to do because the what's the FTR is injured right now. I know.
I don't know. I don't.
Cash Wheeler has, or no, I'm sorry, Dax Hardwood had like a something on his back go down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some sort of like build up, and he had to have it like pop, like when something happens back there on your back with the muscle.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I have no idea what the third, and we'll find out. I mean, it must not matter if it's so last minute.
Oh my god. Okay, I had to look it up. This is the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
According to this, it's also a pre-show match.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it is a 4-way tag team match. The House of Black, which is Malachi Black and Brody King, versus Tomohiro Ishii and Kyle O'Reilly, versus Roderick Strong and Gabriel Kidd, versus Private Party, which is Zay and Quinn.
For what? Nothing? It's just a match?
For funsies.
Just to put them on the card. Okay.
Just because. Real quick before we go on, I have a question to ask you. What is your opinion about the Forbidden Door in general? Like the concept of the Forbidden Door.
I liked it when it first happened because it reminded me so much of like, Super Smash when you get Joker coming in to the Super Smash world and you're like, oh shit, cool, or Banjo-Kazooie, oh shit, whoa, So when this first happened, I liked the idea of it, but now if it's like a yearly thing, it seems so forced to where like it's lost its like novelty or gimmick,
That is I first off, I 100% agree with you, and that was like my gripe with this whole thing, where it's like I know where WWE. I know I'm gonna do the comparisons again, where it's like even though it's called Prohibited Portal, it sounds fucking dumb.
It does.
It,
Fucking
I think
dumb.
it's just cool that they're teaming up with Impact Wrestling, and then I think it was like Noah Wrestling as well because we saw what they're doing with AJ Styles and the
Yeah,
other gentleman. I forgot what his name was. I apologize. And then what they're doing with the other Japanese promotion, Marigold, like that's also really cool. And not to discredit AEW for like, not to discredit them for anything, because when they first announced like the very first Forbidden Door, like that shit was fucking awesome. Like, oh,
yeah,
there's New Japan, like it's such a big fucking thing. Well, then now it's becoming such a like one thing. It's becoming a yearly thing where I feel like it doesn't feel special anymore. It
it's
just
not
feels like
forbidden.
another.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's not
forbidden.
forbidden. Like y'all announced like a partnership to where like it's expected.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
expected. Like for God's sake, you have Moxley over there in New Japan, like you're world champion, and
hmm
obviously he's gonna fight someone over here from New Japan, but on AEW. And I feel like that kind of spoils it too. Now unless they really, really, really surprise me to where like who's he fighting? Naito. Like Naito comes on AEW, wins it, and then takes it back over to New Japan. I feel like I haven't seen a wrestling company to where an outsider comes and then wins a belt and then takes that belt back to
yeah. Like
like said their home company,
like old
What
school territories type shit.
exactly.
Mhm.
And with Moxley, I guess I could understand, but it's like you have that partnership that's already there. And two, I feel like the promoting wise behind it isn't that good because I mean that's cool. It's with CMML or CMLL,
Mhm.
but I don't know half of the wrestlers from over there. Like there's not
Mhm.
enough promotion. When the match is about to start, you show like a 1 minute promo and then you go into the match. Like, why is it that I should give a fuck about this wrestler? You know what I mean? Where as far as like AEW, like, damn, I know who Joe Hendry is. I believe in
Yeah,
Joe. I believe in Joe Hendry. Like
yeah.
100%.
They made it a point. Like, oh, they knew you knew who that guy was when he was coming.
Yeah, and then they post up. You had a TNA guy make a post on WWE's page saying, "Oh, I'm gonna come back. Like y'all, watch out." So like people are expecting it, and people are getting
Mhm.
fucking hyped. That's how it should be fucking done. Like that's my prohibited portal.
No, yeah. Like I said, when you do it every year, it's not forbidden anymore. It's just expected. It's the expected door. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the expected door, the open
Yeah.
door policy,
Yeah. It's
and
the
and
close the
it's like,
door.
yeah, we keep this private party.
No, it's
No,
like
no,
you're letting all the cold air out, like close
right.
it. It's fucking hot
But
in
like
here.
that's my main gripe with it. It's like it doesn't feel special anymore.
Yeah.
And I want it to feel special. And I hate that I feel like I'm always dogging on AEW, but I feel like these are just minor like misconceptions that could easily be fixed.
hmm hmm
It's like I think they interviewed Tony Khan one time and they asked him like, "Oh, like would you ever do like a collaboration with WWE?" He's like, "Oh, I'm open for it." Like, if they're open for it, but I feel like it's Tony Khan, he doesn't want to. Well, not only that, he talks so much shit about the company, and like all the other
hmm
wrestlers talk about it each week. It's like, why the fuck would I want to work with a guy who runs a company that talks shit about us in the first place? So he's kind of like digging their own hole
Yeah.
that they can't even get out of.
No, it's bullshit. It's just not special anymore. I remember the first Forbidden Door, and I remember we were hyped for it. I think we watched it probably together or whatever, and it was just
Hmm.
like, oh, this is cool. Like this is actually feels like forbidden, or it was a what is it, like a bringing of two worlds that shouldn't collide. You know.
Yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. It was something different, and it was cool. Like when we watched it together, but now it's just like, okay, like here comes another long pay-per-view.
14 matches. Jesus
14
fucking
matches.
Christ.
So by the time they started over here, it usually starts at like what 7?
It's
I
what does it
think.
say? 5 p.m. Pacific. So that's what 7.
Yeah, and 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, so that'll be 7 o'clock here.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let me just do this fucking rundown. Let's say, what time do you think it's gonna end by?
Dude, 11:30.
Oh man, you know what? I kind of agree with you.
Like 4.5 hours, I bet you.
Fuck. Okay. Let me see if I can do this math. Just make me nauseous. So 4.5 hours. That's what? Okay, hold on. 4 times 60 plus 30. 270 minutes divided by 14. Like, so pretty much you're giving each match like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
If you're
and
really gonna, like, on average about 20 minutes.
Mhm.
And that's if any match is gonna go over 20 minutes, which probably like 10 of those matches are.
And that's
Man.
me being like, I hope it only goes 4.5. It could go to midnight. It really could, which is a whole nother half hour, you know.
Oh man, that's making me nauseous like thinking about it. And it makes me feel like I'm watching like a WrestleMania from like 2015, you know, where it'll start like 6 and then end at 11. I'm like, okay, like I'm kind of tired. I kind of want a nap.
Dude, that's just too long. It's just
It-
too long. It's too long when my Xbox tells me, "Hey, we're gonna auto shut down because you haven't touched your controller in 3 hours." That's how
Yeah,
you
it's
know it's
like
too long.
it's like Netflix. It's like, hey, are you still watching? No, I'm not watching. I'm bored. Leave me alone. I'm gonna have sex with my wife.
Consensual sex.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, that's what we have to. We have to. We have to
It's
mention
the best
that.
kind of sex. But and you know what? I might end up buying this. I really do kind of want to watch. I really
I
want to
hope
watch
you don't.
Swerve.
I hope you don't. But if you do, I understand. But I hope you don't because I feel like
If I do, I'll do the same thing where I send you the information again, and so that way you don't have to pay for it. And it's like I
that's
wouldn't
what
want
I'm
to put that
saying.
pressure on
Like
you.
I hope you don't. Like I wouldn't mind watching it, but I hope you don't because I feel like you're gonna be like buyer's remorse. Like
And just
why
like
did I
there's
buy
like
that?
cracked out on the couch, like
Yeah, just like why did I buy that? It's such a long day, but I would understand if you did. I'm not
man. What was
saying
the
like
last pay per view? What was their last pay per view?
Double or Nothing,
Sure,
right? I think it was
that
Double or Nothing
sounds right. Yeah, I think it was Double or Nothing.
because when I was
I
going
think
through
I
the
liked that one.
podcast episode names, I think Double or Nothing was like the last one we talked about for AEW.
That sounds about right. I think I remember liking that one because that was the Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah,
That was the Edge. Oh yeah, Gangrel came back.
that
Like
was cool. That was
that
the
was
best
fucking.
part. That was
Yeah,
the
that was the
best
best
part.
part of the whole fucking pay per view, man. I
Yeah.
love nothing but the best for Gangrel. Gangrel, you drop a like down there. Support our channel.
Yeah, we're pro Gangrel here. We
Hell
do
yeah,
enjoy
man.
Gangrel.
We stand Gangrel in this house. Damn it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. No, you leave your hatred for Gangrel at the door if you walk into this domicile.
Yeah, but I'll now you're making me like second guess about buying it, but I'm pretty sure I will watch it though.
Well, let me know, but I would flip a coin and let God decide if you're really gonna like do a whole like, should I, shouldn't I? I would let the Lords decide for you, but
Dang, should I decide right now with the flip a coin app?
no, not with an app. I would use a fucking actual. Why do you
Oh,
need to use an app to flip a coin?
because I don't have an actual coin on me.
Dude, that sounds rigged. That sounds like the illusion of choice, a flip a coin app.
Oh man, I don't have a fucking coin around me. Damn it.
No one ever does.
Oh man, do you take a cash app?
Of course, Nah.
I'll do it at the end of this podcast. Stay tuned and figure out if I'm gonna buy AEW tomorrow or not with the coin app.
Speaking of the PPVs and PLEs, WWE's gonna have one next week. Money in the Bank,
Man,
and
a
here is
5-card show. Look at that.
okay. So here's their card, and this is gonna take place in Canada. Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Jey Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus TBC versus TBC for men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Are those names already available or no? Do you know?
How many are there? 1, 2,
Two?
3, 4, 6 names total.
Yeah.
The only other person that did win was LA Knight. LA Knight is in
Okay.
this match. I believe both matches just need one more person.
So I was probably on SmackDown or no, probably next week, right? On Raw or SmackDown.
Either Raw or SmackDown, because that next Saturday it's gonna be Money in the Bank already.
Already. July what, 7th?
The 6th.
Oh yeah, Saturday, July 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's 7 p.m. here.
Yeah, 7 p.m. here.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, because it's in fucking Canada. Canada's right up there, the time zone.
What?
Duh. Even though it's all the way up there, duh.
Duh.
We have ladies Money in the Bank. Io Sky versus Chelsea Green versus Lyra Valkyria versus to be determined versus to be determined. So there's just 3 chosen here.
The 2 I have here, it's Naomi
Mm-hmm.
and Tiffany Stratton. They are both in the match.
Man, I don't know who I like Tiffany Stratton.
Oh,
and
dude, she's just
Chelsea
hot.
Green. Yeah.
They're both hot, but I think I like Tiffany Stratton more because she's just a really good wrestler. She's good at what she does.
I think that's do you think we'll continue with the card here. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship.
Ooh, that one's gonna be good.
That
That
sounds
one's
good.
gonna be nice.
See, I would pay money just for that match and actually pay money to see like
Dude,
a pay-per-view.
if I went to a Raw and it was just 3 hours of Braun Breaker barking at people, best believe that is money well spent. I would pay for that shit. What a star, dude.
And lastly, on here, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa.
They need to replace Solo Sikoa with Jacob Fatu. I love Jacob Fatu. It's
He's just like
just like licking himself.
Do you think, and this is, I don't know, because I'm not very familiar with Money in the Bank matches. Do you think any of them will cash in this same night? Because they can, right? If they win.
They can, yes. As soon as they win, they have up to a year to cash it. I hope they don't, man, because I kind of like the surprise of them holding it and then being on like a random episode of Raw or SmackDown to where, excuse me, to where they go and cash it in.
Well, it's weird that there's no like women's title matches or anything like announced on here.
There isn't like nothing from Bailey, nothing for Liv Morgan. Well, I guess because like their stories aren't really meshing like with a permanent feud or anything.
Or even like a woman's tag. They just made new champions, right?
Oh, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Those were the 2 that ended up winning. That was at Clash at the Castle?
Yeah, that was a big surprise.
I feel like, yeah, that was a big surprise. But good for them. I'm happy for them. Who is it? Isla Dawn? She's fucking gorgeous. And yeah, maybe they're trying to save it for SummerSlam because I think they're trying to do SummerSlam like 2 nights now.
That'd be
And
interesting.
yeah, if they're trying to do it, maybe that's when they'll do like 10 or 12 matches, but like 6 and 6 or like 5 and 5. Bearable, easier to do, you know? Like it makes sense. I won't be fucking drained out like at the end of the night or anything.
Well, and then this is on a what would you say, Saturday?
It
Wasn't
is,
there like
yes.
wasn't there other stuff going on too? They're like on Friday there's SmackDown. Saturday there's this. It wasn't Sunday.
Sunday is NXT Heat Wave.
So that's probably why they're like keeping these cards real small. That's a whole weekend of wrestling to watch. I'll probably watch
Yeah.
that NXT thing just to watch it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. We could watch it and talk about it. If I
Yeah,
know correctly, I should be off of work that whole weekend anyway. So it'll
well,
be a
that sounds
lot
cool.
of wrestling, man. Got a lot to catch up on.
I'll be clean shaven by then.
Oh my god, me! If you clean shave, I can't clean shave.
No. I'm hoping like I'm gonna clean shave, and then by then like the hair will at least like, when you get like a little bit of buzz like coming back.
the stubble.
Yeah, that's what I want. The stubble. I hate being clean shaven, so I
I
want it
know,
to.
me too. I did it once. I was like, I look 22, but not in a good way.
Ugh. Taylor Swift. No, I like Taylor Swift.
So, who do you think is gonna win the Money in the Bank for what you know so far? Like the men's match, it's everyone listed there, and LA Knight. They're just one more person they haven't announced yet.
I think they're getting Jey Uso. They're grooming him. I mean, that's not the best word to choose, but I feel like they're gonna choose Jey Uso if they have him all over the fucking shit, all over the promos.
Oh man, I hope not. It's not against Jey Uso either. I like Jey Uso, but I would like. I don't think Carmelo Hayes is winning it. He's still new. I
Chad Gable
fucking
would be cool.
Chad Gable. I think that's gonna be my pick. Chad Gable. But it's like second place, maybe Andrade or LA Knight. It's hard because I really like all these
What I
wrestlers.
think what I think would be cool is if Chad Gable won and cashed it in against Sami Zayn that same night.
Ooh, that'd be
That'd be
evil.
fucked up, right? But be
Wait, are you
badass.
are you the fucking booker, bro? Are you the booker? Are you
Hey man,
Michael P. Hayes?
hey man, a broken clock's right twice a day. I'm a I have a good idea every now and then, but no, I think Braun Breaker would beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn would do his comeback like he does, where he like electrifies himself and wins back the crowd and he wins. But then here comes Chad Gable with the Money in the Bank and just wins the title like an evil fucking
Damn.
asshole.
I kind of want him to do it at the beginning of the match to make it a triple threat. But for how I feel like he is obligated to do that, you know?
Yeah, in a real like slimy way because of
Yeah,
or
man.
he's gonna suplex Sami Zayn out of his wife's arms again.
Oh man, that was evil, dude. I mean, it's pure evil, man. I'm so glad Chad Gable is getting the shine that he deserves, man. Because that guy always had star written all over him.
He's badass. He's a badass heel. I think he's great. He's
My
great.
my okay, so my top pick is Chad Gable. Second, maybe LA Knight. I really want LA Knight to win it too.
Who do you think is going to win though?
Probably Chad Gable.
You think Chad Gable's gonna win?
I think so. And I think it'd be cool if he does go against like for the Intercontinental Championship because I don't know how far down the road he would have to hold it for him to be like, okay, this is my time to go for like the World Heavyweight or the WWE Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with uh like Kamala Hayes and Andrade. Like maybe it's just like not their time yet. But I feel like the ones that could probably go for a main belt is probably maybe LA Knight or Jey Uso. But I think Chad Gable's gonna be the one to like win it. And maybe will go for the Intercontinental. Because that's a fucking good idea, what you said, man.
I think it'd be good. Like if they are gonna do that, like cash in that same night, it would make
Mhm.
sense. I feel like if we watch it, if Chad Gable wins, that's what's gonna happen. Like he's gonna
Man,
cash in that same night.
take a shot for every time somebody cashes in. Drink all the alcohol if
Yeah.
CM Punk returns.
What do you commentators think down below? Put down
By God,
your
good God Almighty!
and what do you think about the women? Who do you think is gonna win?
honestly, I thought about this from the beginning, and I'm still very firm on it. I think Tiffany Stratton's going to win it.
That's who I hope wins it. I don't know who I think is going to win it because I don't really follow the. I feel like that Chad Gable, Jey Uso kind of make more sense, but
Mm-hmm.
I hope either Chelsea Green or Tiffany Stratton win it because she's hot. They're both hot.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it if Chelsea Green wins it. Like, her being like the comedic timing for a lot of stuff, but she's just been like so good at it
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like she needs her flowers, man. She deserves it because I know, like, I've seen her in Chris Van Flay's podcast, like the YouTube videos and everything. And man, she just seems like so humble about everything, and like she just seems like such a sweetheart. Maybe just like a personal level, like I'm thinking like, oh man, like yeah, she deserves it, man. But she's one of those that have been working her ass off to do it. But Tiffany Stratton, like she's got it all, dude.
Yeah, no, she'd be a great opponent against Liv Morgan.
Yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, what I'm thinking is if Tiffany Stratton wins it, she is going to go against Bailey and take the belt away from Bailey.
Mm.
And I feel like they would have a fucking killer match against each other too.
Yeah, Bailey's hot.
I feel like with them two, Tiffany Stratton's gonna win. She's gonna cash in before SummerSlam, and then that's gonna be their match at SummerSlam.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you heard all our predictions here, folks. You use them in your parlays, whatever however you do bet. Bet
Chad, clip that.
responsibly. Yeah,
Right.
bet responsibly.
Chad, bet responsibly. Chad, clip that.
And that's pretty much it for
Damn.
for the show. Yeah, we have a lot of botches and funny things we could look at here, so we'll start on that.
Nice,
Let's
nice.
see here.
The wordsmith that he is, well, he best summed it up better than anybody.
Oh, brother, this guy sucks.
Wordsmith.
I love that Shibata. He's great with his phone.
Do you think Shibata like really like trying not to laugh at his own stuff, or you think he just doesn't know because it's English?
I don't think he gets it. Yeah, it's like lost in translation, the joke.
Oh man, nah, but he's great though. I've always been a fan of Shibata.
Yeah, I'm sure maybe he knows more or less, but I don't know if he finds it like as hilarious as everyone else does, but it's pretty funny.
Dude, if that was to happen to me, I think I would crack the fuck up. I would absolutely break.
You just corpse.
Just corpse.
He's corpsing.
Just going to send him the man.
Here's the scientists at London South Bank University have reconstructed this 3D model of how William the Conqueror, the first Norman king of England, might have looked.
That's why I've been seeing this picture on Twitter. Dude, I've been skipping it. I was like, man, I don't give a fuck about this. Oh my god.
That looks like oh god, it's your brother King.
Oh, it's King. King's alive.
He's alive. Here's a cucumber.
Here's a cucumber. Ooh.
Here's let's see. Justin Liger has returned.
What is this?
He is the surprise train conductor during a DDP match that's happening on a train right now.
Look at his hat.
Oh shit, he does have a little train conductor hat. That's funny.
Oh my god. So for audio listeners only, they're having DDT is a known wrestling company in Japan that usually has matches like not in a wrestling ring, like they're just outside in the fucking world. So they're having it on a train and they're recording and everything. And Jushin Thunder Liger, full suit and everything, is a conductor of the train, and he has like the hat sitting on top of his head, on top of his mask, and it's so fucking funny. He's giving a chop to everybody, and that's Minoru Suzuki too, like with the etches on his head.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Here's the governor of Tokyo Yuriko Koike chopping Minoru Suzuki on a train. So we'll listen to this again. That was such a weak chop.
Dude, what a good sport, man.
He sold it all rowdy.
Hell yeah, dude. It sucks that you can't do that here because like everybody's like robbing each other in New York,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, this seems rowdy against like train regulations.
Oh man.
Here's Minoru Suzuki pulled out a gun during his match on a train. I don't know about this. I don't know where that match
Dude,
went, but
is
okay.
this the same fucking match?
This is the same match, yeah.
For audio listeners only, Minoru Suzuki just has a gun, and it looks like it's
Yeah.
from the same fucking match. Like he's on the same fucking. Oh my
The same
god!
match. I don't know like how this elevated to that point where he was having a match on a train and he pulls out a gun.
Oh my god! This is going to get down. It's like,
He's got a gun.
man, that's like a big criminal offense, though, right? Because they
Dude,
can't have guns.
That gun is like that doesn't even have an orange tip. Like here you have to have an orange tip if it's a fake gun. So that's pretty like scary, but you know, whatever.
I know they're like, oh no, we know it's fake because we don't allow real guns in the world. Like that's crazy. Like who would do that?
Yeah. But hey, Minoru Suzuki can.
Oh, dude, fucking protect Suzuki at all costs, dude. I love him.
Here's a picture that says "I know it smelled crazy" in there, and for audio listeners only, it's Paul Heyman getting put into a power bomb on one of the Samoans.
Oh, dude, it's on a Jacob Fatu. Man,
did you see when they power bombed him?
Yes, dude. He landed right on his shoulders and neck. That dude's gonna be out for a minute.
I'm about to say, like, they really. Oh, here's the fucking thank you, Paul Heyman, and loving memory of Paul Heyman.
Oh my god,
they killed him. That's like a death blow, a power bomb on the table.
And it's crazy because like he's gonna meet Chad Gable like in heaven. Man, that's
Shaq Gable isn't in heaven. He's not in heaven.
he's not.
But Paul Heyman isn't in heaven either.
No, so they're still hanging out either way. Real quick, did you see the segment like with all of that cinema?
Yeah, it was
dude,
good. It was very
that
good.
show
It gave me
good.
chills.
Dude, Paul Heyman looked like shit, man.
Yeah,
he looked like fucking shit. And I read that he purposely didn't sleep for a few days so that way his eyes were like bloodshot red.
Dang, that is true
dude,
acting.
Yes.
True method. And
then when he said, "You're not my tribal chief," and the way the crowd popped, like that shit gave me fucking goosebumps.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is the most menacing like I've seen like the new bloodline been. But now I'm just all about it, dude. It's fucking great. Man, Paul Heyman, what a tough son of a bitch.
It was good. It was fucking
hell
great.
Yeah.
What do I have here? This just let me see what this is. Oh, he is just dad to me. I don't see him as a superstar, just someone in my corner. Now I'm kind of in the spotlight with him in my shadow watching me. I think that is super cool. This is a quote from Maya Lesnar on her father, Brock Lesnar. And
dude, they look the same.
They look exactly the same. For audio listeners, she looks just like Brock Lesnar.
Dude, imagine Brock Lesnar, but it's like, oh, here, put on this blonde wig. Like, you look cuter.
Yeah, that's literally, and put on a crop top or like a
dude. Legit, they look the fucking same. Like same face structure, same nose, same shoulders. It's just crazy, dude.
I will say though, I'm still attracted to her in some way. She's got like that hot, thick body.
Is it the piss? No,
maybe. I don't know. You probably wear size 15 shoes and shit.
Dude, man. But she has that build too, dude. Like she works out. Yeah. I think Brock Lesnar has what, like 3 kids, 4 kids?
I have no
And
idea.
I think it was something that he has like 3 sons, and I'm pretty sure they're all fucking built to the brim too.
They're just all nerds, and the daughter was the one that got all the genetics.
Dude, imagine like they're out in Minnesota, like, yeah, like let's go buy yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. And like they pull hoes, like, I'm gonna go check up on your brothers. And then like he goes downstairs, grabs his train conductor hat, and they're like, hey dad, and then he's like, hey boys, what's going on? And then I'll have like a train conductor set in the basement. And then he's just there like this, like with the fucking switch, like
Yeah. How you doing with that city model there? I almost got the guy's glasses here painted just right, you know.
it's like, I gotta go help your son with something in the basement. And then he goes to the basement. It's a fucking Millennium Falcon Lego set. And then
And
like,
the
but
other
they each have their own, and they're just like building it together in quiet. How's it going down there, honey? Oh, it's going good, sweetie.
I was like, fucking internet sucks down here, Dad. I know.
Yeah, son.
I
Yes,
know.
mijo, I know. Then he speaks
We're
Spanish.
yes, we're getting an extender for you. Don't worry. Okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, that's what you get for paying for satellite.
Just don't let the sun hit you. It burns you. You remember that.
Look, if the sun hits you, you will die. Okay.
His other children are vampires.
For some fucking reason.
Uh,
Oh man.
speaking of vampires, nah, glad Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews got married.
Aw, good for them. What a beautiful couple.
I don't know
I
how
think,
this will fit into the Dominic storyline, but yeah, I don't know.
dude, it's so funny because I follow Rhea Ripley on Instagram, and like she posted this picture, like, till death do us part, and it was real cute, and like legit, nobody in the comment section was congratulating her. I felt like everybody was like, "That should be my 9-year old." Damn
Oh
it,
my god.
no. Oh man, Rhea Ripley is what a babe. What a babe.
Is Buddy Matthews injured right now? Didn't he get was he the one that got injured on his knee or something when AEW?
Was that for real?
Oh, was it kayfabe?
I don't know. I
I don't know.
remember seeing the video too, but I just couldn't tell if it was like a shoot or not or worked.
Well,
Ugh,
maybe it was
I
just for
hate
this.
using that word.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it was just to get time off for the wedding. That makes sense then.
Probably, yeah, that makes sense. But good for them, dude. You know, he used to date Alexa Bliss,
Oh my god. Some people are
dude.
just lucky.
Dude, he got to date Alexa Bliss, and they had like a pet pig together.
Alexa Bliss would want a pet. No, I think I remember that. I remember
Yeah,
that
but the pig
scene.
died because I think he got like incredibly sick, and like I know, I think like stop. Stop it. But I think from what I remember, she said like the pig got sick, and there wasn't a lot of veterinarians like in the Florida area that knew how to take care of pigs. And I'm just there thinking like, well, yeah, it's a pig. What's a pig doing in Florida? You know?
Unless you're gonna eat it. But
Yeah, but I mean, it sucks. Like I know I'm laughing, but it's because you were laughing.
yeah, I know it's a terrible thing. I feel bad.
Nah,
We
don't feel bad.
will
It's funny.
go to this U-Haul wrestling match.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Oh!
Oh my god.
For people just listening, these guys are wrestling on a street, like on a highway, with a U-Haul that they just drove.
Oh my god, I've never seen this video. No.
Oh,
Oh my
that was
god.
that was pretty hard. And
where
they just
where do you stand of it being like where on the line is it from being damn this is kind of cool to man this is fucking cringe?
I don't know. I feel like it's more of a nuisance. Like if I was there driving and I saw this, I'd be like, dude, I just want to go home. I bet you it'd be like right
Dude.
after I got out of work or something. I'd be like, I just want to go home. I
Yeah, it's
don't
like, dude,
know.
come on, man. I'll be there with my phone. Dude, come on, bro. Like, oh shit. I'm just trying to go home, bro. My Chick-fil-A's getting cold. Come on, dog.
What do you think of this long exchange in it with
And they
each?
got arrested too?
I don't know. That's
Did
what
it
the
say
comments
in
were.
the top?
Is that what it says? Before and they got arrested. I don't know. I
Oh
have no
my
idea.
god.
I have
I
no
don't know.
idea. It didn't
That's
show any footage of them getting arrested. So, but I wouldn't doubt it. They took forever.
yeah, what is it? Obstruction of driving? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It's like being in the middle of the highway. I don't know. It's on a highway too. Like, come on, do it on a street, just a regular street.
Just think, it's like, oh, we're gonna rent the biggest U-Haul we could get just to have like a 1 minute spot.
I don't know. I just
I
thought this was
guess.
interesting.
I mean, props to them. They fucking did everything all crazy. I couldn't do
Yeah,
any
it
of
was a
that
pretty
shit.
good match. It was a pretty good match. It was done pretty
Yeah.
well.
Star and a half. I had to cut it down for the time, and it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, so I had to
Oh
take some
yeah,
points off of that.
yeah. Could have been 2.5 stars. The Tokyo Dome. If it was outside of the Tokyo Dome at the
Right.
inside of the Tokyo
So
Dome.
it was almost a 3-star match. Almost a 3-star match.
Let's look at this Suzu Suzuki's move, the tequila shot.
Ooh.
ここからおっとキッチャンボムかおっとここはテキーラショット決めていった
Yeah, so this move looks pretty cool.
It does look cool. I'm trying to
Yeah.
see what the fuck.
He
So
kind of like grabs their leg and then twists them from behind.
that's weird. It's like she does a whole like 360 spin
Yeah.
just to land on her ass.
I don't know. I like this move a lot better than like Mercedes Mone's special,
I like this one better than Bailey's finisher. I think it's called
Yeah.
like Rose Plant or something, but she does something with the arm that looks really weird.
And then
But
the
it
butt
looks
hanging there,
badass. But
too.
I think it also depends on who's taking it too.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's a big part of it.
Nah, fucking sick. Yeah, I love seeing different moves.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Oh, this is it says doing this for a cold turkey sandwich.
Ooh, are those fucking forks?
Yeah, those are forks. Yeah, that is a whole
Dog.
thing. Those are fluorescent bulbs in between a whole table of forks sticking up.
Dude, and the ropes are. I don't understand death
Dude,
matches, dude.
That's too much. That's like murder. Like, I don't even want to know how his back looks after being. You're literally being impaled there.
Does someone in the comment section have like a reposted like what their back looks like?
I love Deathmatch. Shang Tsung.
That's good. Oh my god.
No,
And he
there's
kicked
nothing.
out.
That is funny too. He kicked out. I didn't even realize that. He kicked out. That's funny.
Let me see. Did he kick out? Boom. And then he did. What
Yeah,
the
he
fuck?
did. He did kick out. Oh, dude.
Dog, I mean, I would never be in a deathmatch, but if I was put through that shit, I wouldn't kick out. I would just sit there. I was like, I'm done with this shit. I don't want to do this shit ever again.
Dude, that is overkill. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't understand death matches. Never my forte. I like hardcore matches and I like street fights, but I don't know, death matches or something else. Damn, is
Yeah.
that Too Cold Scorpio? I feel like you can hear me talking about him.
So, Too Cold Scorpio was arrested on June 15th. So this was like right after we recorded the last episode for
Mhm.
stabbing a man during a gas station fight, which he claims was acting in self-defense. The incident happened at around 3:40 a.m. at the Love's travel stop in Kansas City, Missouri. He has been hit with 2 felony charges, 1 count of first-degree assault, 1 count of armed criminal action. Court records show after bonding out, he pleaded not guilty to the charges. He's due back in court for hearing in the case next month.
Damn. Will they say where at? Like what state?
Oh,
Kansas
Missouri.
City. Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri. Barbecue.
Damn, that wet rub.
Poor Too Cold Scorpio. Hopefully he makes it. And I don't know.
Man, I don't know. Like this dude was such ahead of his time as far as like wrestling. Did you ever see Too Cold Scorpio wrestle?
I don't think so. He doesn't. I know his name rings a bell, but he doesn't ring a bell.
If I remember correctly, he was like a high flyer in like the late '90s, where it was still like not frowned upon, but like still new.
Big dudes, right? Not high flyers. It was more just big, bulky
Yeah, where
dudes.
it was starting to turn into like the Attitude Era of wrestling, where
Mhm.
well, yeah, like big dudes, but also it was going to like nothing but weapons matches, not giving a fuck, all that stuff. Like you didn't really see a lot of that besides like the Hardys, and he like inspiration to a bunch of them, like a bunch of like the newer wrestlers as well. And I think I'm thinking of the same person because I'm thinking about Savio Vega too, but I don't know if I'm thinking of the same person. If it's the same person or not, I don't think so.
I don't know. Commentators, leave it down below. I just thought this was I don't know. It was kind of late news because it happened like I swear like the day after we
After we
last
recorded,
episode.
yep.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit.
But be careful, he can hear you, dude. Those
This is the
ears are
ears.
you're
This is
so
his
fucking
ears.
big.
Yeah, if you're just listening, he's got really big ears. That's
So
why
if you're just listening, he's listening too.
you bastard. God damn it. Okay, what is this one? I bet. So, so someone said, please give Braun Breaker a Super Saiyan aura when he screams.
Hell yeah.
That's literally all the clip is him going Super
I like you
Saiyan.
said Super Saiyan scream, but isn't that the scream when fucking Tom the cat stubs his toe?
I actually legit, that was his actual scream that he did.
Oh,
Like
by
that.
Goku?
No, like him, Braun Breaker. That's the scream he
Oh.
actually did. That it's like he tried to sound like Tom from Tom and Jerry because that's his real scream.
Dude, that is fucking funny. I can see it a little bit, yeah.
What do we have here? The pretty popular girl and her gay best friend. if anyone who's just listening, like Too Cold Scorpio, right? Was that Too Cold Scorpio? He was the one listening.
Yeah, Too Cold. No,
Scorpio
yeah,
Sky.
Too Cold Scorpion. Too Cold Scorpion. Scorpio.
Too Cold
Yeah.
Scorpio.
See, I feel like the more I say his name, it sounds fake, like Beetlejuice.
Too Cold Scorpio. If you're listening, the joke is that it's Seth Rollins and Bianca Belair, and it's the girl with her gay best friend, the popular girl.
Dude, that is fucking funny. Look at him with style, man. I don't fucking understand it.
But they do it. They know what they're doing.
They do it, man.
They do it. I don't. We don't get it, but they do it. And lastly here, Matt Riddle is available for birthdays.
What? He's here! No! I mean, yes! Look at this! He's here!
What the fuck?
What is happening? What? Superman is in a world of trouble right now! What is happening? Riddle came to save at the birthday party! What a birthday present! I mean, what is happening? You did this. You spoke this evaluation, Superman. What are we seeing here?
Yeah, I don't know what do you think of
That's
this?
so weird, dude. What a fall from grace. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I wonder how much they fucking paid him to show up.
I would assume just like a couple thousand, which I mean sounds like a pretty good payday if he's just gonna be there for an hour, you know?
And a slice of cake too. Yeah. I
A
mean, fuck,
barbecue
I'll do
plate,
anything for a slice of cake.
a
Fuck yeah.
slice of cake and a barbecue plate. It looks like it'd be a
Dude,
good
hell
barbecue.
yeah. Dude. What a fall from grace, man. Not poor guy. I think he kind of deserved it, right? Because he did it to himself.
Yeah, poor. I'm surprised they haven't picked him up in AEW, but you know, they have
Maybe
enough talent there.
they're waiting for that shit to cool down, and then they're gonna fucking sign him, right?
They're gonna be like,
Tony.
Here's an offer. I know you can't refuse because you really need a deal.
It's like I imagine Tony Kahn fucking offering him the same shit that these dudes offered him. It's like $2,000 and a piece of cake.
I'll take it. Well, you didn't let me finish. I'll take it.
I said I'll take it, bro. I said I'll take it.
We can smoke weed here, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we're friends. We're friends.
Yeah. All I'd have is cocaine on me, but allegedly. But
Whoa, man. I don't do any of that shit, bro. I just sexually harass women.
I only do that shit after I get drug tested. And then he winks at the camera.
No, officer. Drugs are bad.
My favorite car to drive is a Mercedes.
And the cop's like, ew.
But yeah, he's available for birthday parties, I guess, is the joke there. So
I guess if you have enough money, shit. I guess if we have a cake to offer, I mean, Matt Riddle will show up. That's pretty sick.
I'll see about when I get some cash. If I get well in this interview, I'll try to get him on the podcast.
Dude, I would love to interview like a wrestler or something, but I think I'm
For real.
too be busy vomiting on the side from being too excited.
Oh no, I think that'd be cool to invest in that. That'd be fun. But
Hell yeah, man. One day.
eventually, yeah, we'll get there. But I want to thank all y'all for listening to another episode of That's All Kayfabe. Thank Gabe for being here. He's the coolest. Gabe, what do you say to the people?
Nothing much. Thank y'all for watching the video, listening, giving us a listen, liking, commenting, subscribing. Let us know in the comments like what's y'all's favorite part about our podcast, or if y'all want us to talk about something new for next week. I mean, I'm down to talking about like open topics and having conversations about that. And just thank y'all for supporting the channel in every way y'all do.
Hell yeah. Thank you everyone for listening, liking, subscribing, sharing, caring, and all that good stuff. Thank Gabe for being here. We'll see y'all next week with I don't know, fucking Forbidden Door, Money in the Bank. There's a lot of
Man, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to talk
There's a
about
lot
next
of
week.
stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see y'all next week, and everyone take care. See y'all later. Bye.
Later, guys.